Hey, thanks for checking out my Lego Batwing video. Sorry I didn't do a full build video like I do with other kits, but this was something I did for a client, just kind of a side thing, and it just wasn't something I felt like doing a video for, but I always take pictures of my work, so here's a quick overview of what I did for the Batwing. I know there's a lot of lighting kits for the Lego Batwing out there. In my own opinion, I feel they're too flashy, too Christmassy, lots of blinking lights, just super bright. Discussing with Link with my client, we both kind of decided we just wanted this to be more realistic, just the way the Batwing looked in the movie. Just, some lights in the cockpit, the headlights, and he wanted the bottom illuminated, so in the dark it kind of looked, you saw the Bat logo. For the headlights, I used some 0402 SMD LEDs and then just ran the wires in between the Lego pieces. I just pulled them out individually and then reset them back in. For the underside lighting, I used some LED strips, put them in place and used magnet wire, same thing, ran it underneath the Lego pieces, pulled them up individually, ran them underneath. Then I went through with a Sharpie and colored the white areas of the strips black so it would blend in better with the bottom. For the cockpit, I again used an 0402 LED for the center console. I just pulled off the front of the console and shaved away the inside of the plastic so that light would come through to illuminate the backside of the sticker that's on there. Then I drilled a hole through the Lego piece, installed my 0402 SMD inside there, put the front of the center console back on, and ran the wire down through the bottom of the Legos. And then you've got the illuminated center console. For the side consoles, I pulled them out, and then on the underside I cut away a bunch of the Lego stud portion that connects so that I could put light inside there. I then made a photocopy of the sticker of the side console, printed it out, put it in place so that I would have markers to where I could drill holes, and I drilled holes through there so that my LED underneath would shine through. Then when the sticker was placed on top, they would shine perfectly through where the lights are and it would illuminate the side consoles. Then I put an LED strip inside the side console there, and then I took the side console piece and positioned it back in place so that it would be illuminated. Then the wires from the center console and side consoles were run out the back behind the cockpit chair. Then they would come out the bottom of the Batwing here, and I filled in all the pieces back, and you have a fully illuminated cockpit. I then took a little breadboard I cut up, soldered on a bunch of resistors for the various SMDs, and soldered those in place. Then I hot glued that onto the underside of the Batwing, and all the wires that came through from the cockpit and headlights, I soldered those into place as well. Then for power, I put some copper tape on the inside connecting piece where the base connects to the bottom of the Batwing. You can see there on the right hand side. Then I put copper strips on the outside of the base that slips into the Batwing so that when it slips inside, the copper strips would make contact and make that electrical connection. And then ran the wire, magnet wire again, down the underside of the base so that it could be pretty well hidden. I then drilled out a hole for a 9-volt power plug, put the plug in place, hot glued that in place, and then just to the right on the top I drilled out a hole so that I could put in my button to turn on and off the Batwing, and that came down through the bottom, completely hidden by the Lego pieces when they're in place. Then I just ran wires from everything to the push button and to the 9-volt plug so that power would be flowing. And there you have the base reassembled with the plug and power button. then just plugged in the 9-volt supply and you have a lit Batwing. So I hope you enjoyed this video of the lit Lego Batwing, and I'd just like to thank you again for taking time to check out my video.